Black History Month for some other people, is like a time set apart. Um, but for us, we celebrate it, all year round because Black history, is a part of American history. But it is important to highlight some of the, enhancements and contributions that, African Americans or Blacks have made to, our society. And it's a lot of significant um, things that have been, contributed by Black Americans to make our society better. So many people who have invented things. I mean, even I continue to learn every month about new people who have invented something or who have contributed in a way that I didn't know. So it's super significant and super important. I just had my first child, so it's going to be even more important for me to share those things with her, things that I continue to learn. I am from Buffalo. I went to City Honors, and then I went to graduate school at RIT, where I have a BS in biochem. Then I went to podiatry school in Chicago. After that, I came back home to do residency. So I did 2 years of residency here with Catholic Health. I did a year residency in California, and then I came back home to work. So being the only Black podiatrist here, it's rewarding. I do what I can for, anybody, no matter what, what their color, creed, whatever. In the same token, it's kind of sad in a way, because we should have more people here of color, African Americans who are podiatrists, to take the load off of me, to help share the load. So, in being that, my hope is to be the change that somebody else wants to see. So if another young Black girl, Black boy wants to be a podiatrist, they can look at me and say, I can be that too. Maybe me helping pave the way so there can be more than just one. I grew up in the Y. So I used to go to Humboldt Y on Ferry. I mean, it's not even there anymore. But I grew up going to that Y. I was actually a camp counselor at the Delaware Y for a couple summers. And I have been on the board at the Y for over 8 years. I started out at the William Emsley Y, and now I sit as vice chair of YMCA Buffalo Niagara. For me, the YMCA is just so important for many reasons. Number one, it has so many programs that people don't know about aimed to help children. And not only that, they offer such great financial assistance for those who can't afford it. So it's just, very equitable for everyone. The other thing that I think is important is the senior population. It also helps a great deal. William Emsley specifically has a huge senior population, and they cherish their Y immensely. Even like pre-pandemic, you could go to the independent health Y and you can see, just some older people in the morning sitting around having coffee. They just made the Y a part of their day. That a part of, along with the diabetes prevention program, the Live Strong program, away camps. There are just so many things that the Y offers our communities, and that's why I'll always be a part of it. Give to the Y as it is our season. We would love for you to be able to donate to all the programs that that we have so that we don't have to turn anyone away for inability to pay.